Hey everybody, it's Nate again. I'd like to make a commentary here about some recent news. As you all may have heard, Craigslist.org has pulled their adult services section. As you can see down here in the service section, there is a censored bar. Now you may be wondering what prompted that. Well, 17 state attorney generals have actually filed a complaint against Craigslist.org, citing that their adult services section actually is it harbors what's the word I'm looking for? It facilitates a place for adult workers to post their ads, and it perpetuates child abuse and all this other BS. Basically, they're doing it for their own political reasons and purposes to make themselves look better by trying to make Craigslist look bad. But the truth of the matter is that Craigslist has every constitutional right to have an adult service section, as does any other type of advertising medium. You may see them in the back of your weekly periodical in your major cities or anywhere else. You can see them in the local newspaper. You always see the adult escort ads, but it's never put out there as blatant prostitution. Now, escort services are still legitimate services. They're still legal, and Craigslist.org had every legitimate legal right to have their services remain on here. Now, the reason they buckled to it was, maybe they don't want the bad publicity. Maybe they don't want to be seen as the black sheep of the internet or the black sheep of the free classifieds internet websites. And that's okay. But you know what? By them buckling to pressure that is unconstitutional, it really weakens everybody else online. I would like to commend Craigslist.org, but I really have a hard time doing that. I mean, they're snubbing it in their face saying this is censored. They're making a point of it saying it's censored, when in all reality, they have every constitutional right to keep it up there. So maybe they just don't want to be hassled by the whole thing, or maybe they're legitimately scared. Nonetheless, MazeList.com has decided to keep their adult-only section. That includes dominatrix, DVDs, escort, jobs and gigs, massage, toys and games, webcam, websites, and phone. I don't see MazeList.com buckling to any type of unconstitutional pressure put upon them by political assholes that want to profit off of somebody else's persecution. So, for the time being, Mazeless.com will have an adult section that will remain. If I get any letters from any state attorney generals, I will forward them to my attorneys, and they will also forward the state attorney generals a copy of the Constitution and tell them go find a bigger fish to fry. What a woman does with her body, what an individual does with their body, is up to them, whether or not they decide to sell it or anything. It's really a ridiculous notion that you can actually censor something like that. It's the oldest profession on earth. It's always going to be around. And by censoring it on the internet, you're just pushing it further down into a seedier underworld. If you're not going to have it on the surface, it's going to be in the underworld, and it's going to be harder to find. So, congratulations to the state attorney generals for making their jobs harder on themselves. You guys are geniuses. This is Nate, Mazeless.com. Peace out. Keep on posting in the free world.